manifestation challenge, and today I want to talk about the moon cycles and how they should line up with your manifestation. So I wasn't really thinking consciously when I started this whole challenge about where the moon was, but I'm pretty just in sync with it naturally. So it's kind of funny that it lined up kind of at the exact perfect spot, because on the day that I started filming the challenges on the 22nd, it was actually 2 days after the new moon. So the new moon is when it's like you can't see anything in the sky. And it's a time of new beginnings, hence the new moon. And it's the perfect time to begin kind of conceptualizing your manifestation. But I have heard from multiple sources that it's best to wait until you start to see the sliver of the moon again to bring it into real life. And that might just be because of the timing. I know for myself, when I start thinking of something, it's normally a day or two before that thing actually starts to present itself in my reality, which is very similar to how manifestation works. It's like in your head, you can think of a flower pot in 2 seconds, but in order to bring a flower pot into physical reality, you either need to make it, go out and buy it, go out and find it. Like, it doesn't just like appear. So it's the same thing. If you want to manifest getting started on a manifestation, it's best to start at the darkness of the new moon, thinking about it, and line up starting it with when you start to see the sliver in the sky. So interestingly enough, looking back, that's exactly how this had lined up. And then from there, I felt myself adding to the idea. So it started off, I just wanted to make my hypnoscape videos to try and help people, tap into their subconscious, visualize stronger, manifest faster. And I started making them and I realized, oh shit, how is anyone gonna find these? So I was like, okay, what if I took on a manifestation challenge to accomplish something that I've always wanted to do? That would be great use of my time, great thing for me. And it could also help people contextualize the whole thing. And then I thought, okay, but then how do I drive people to the challenge? Okay, what if I start a TikTok? What if I start an Instagram? What if I start a Pinterest? What if I start a Tumblr? So I started just like, especially considering I was like, okay, I want to share these spells, but I can't really share them on YouTube, or like not the written parts at least, so why don't I share them on Tumblr? And I want to do this flow with me yoga, but there's so many people doing yoga already long form on YouTube, so what if I tried posting it on TikTok? And added. The most recent thing I thought of was, why don't I mini vlog either on YouTube Shorts or TikTok all day? I still have not committed to that idea yet because it seems kind of time consuming. But all that to say, I've been just piling things onto my plate. I've also been, just within the actual frame of my manifestation, I've been adding things to my life to make it closer to my dream life, in which I would have my dream body. So now I have my vision board, I have my yoga practice that I do all the time, I time myself going up the mountain, I make sure I'm up for the sunrise every day. I've added all these habits. And I think that is the product of having the moon come into its phase. Over the past couple days, when we hit the midway point actually lined up with Saturday, where if you watched the video, I was in bed, I was feeling really stagnant and tired and losing steam. And it's interesting that that lined up with the half moon. I gained a little bit of speed as we came into this last half, but now I'm starting to evaluate the things that I've put on and the decisions that I've kind of accumulated. And I'm just kind of feeling how they feel. I'm gonna run with them from now until the 3rd, which is the strawberry moon, which is the full moon. And I'm going to stick with the commitments that I've made for that whole time, feel as full as possible in these ideas, in these decisions. And then that way, after the celebration of the new moon, which I am going to celebrate. And how I'm going to use that is that I'm going to use it as a test run to see if I dove headfirst into my dream life for that day. I am her, I am that woman. How close can I actually get? If I just unabashedly let myself do whatever I wanted that day, stepped into the dream life, how close am I, essentially? I'm gonna do that to celebrate the strawberry moon. And that is a day that I think I should mini vlog. I think that would be a really cute thing to do, and then that way I can keep myself fully immersed in it all day, and you guys can be the judge on how close it seems to my vision board. So I think I'm gonna do that. But then from there, after the full moon, we start the process to get back to the new moon again. So the moon starts to wane and disappear. With that, I'm going to need to take a serious look at everything that I've put on my plate, committed to, and added to my life. And I'm going to start to see, what am I holding on to, either from the past or from this period now, that needs to be let go in order for me to actually achieve the manifestation by the next new moon. So if, you know, the peanut butter that I've added to my food for extra protein or whatever is starting to weigh too heavy on me, or if trying to maintain a Tumblr and Instagram is not allowing me to get out and move my body enough and be present in my life enough, all those kind of things, I'm just gonna start yakking them off and get as slim and as effective as I can with my everyday actions, with my mental energy, with my spiritual energy, and that way by the new moon I can be at my manifestation. Then I can start, at that new moon, I can start fantasizing about what does my next moon cycle look like? What is the next thing I want to load on to get to another, what place do I want to go next, you know? So it might be that I want to go even smaller. There's a chance, I mean, it's probably not a big chance because I'm very comfortable with where I am, but maybe the next thing I want to manifest is that I want to reach more people and I want to help more people with this journey, so then I can start piling stuff on to make that happen, and then hacking it apart after the full moon celebration again, coming back down, achieving the goal, starting the cycle again. So if you are beginning a manifestation, this time around, just wait until the new moon, think about what you want, come up with it on the day of the new moon, and then when you start to see the crescent, start putting it into action. Brainstorm as much as you can, pile on as much as you can of things that you think will get you to that goal. Try them out to their fullest, live them to their fullest until the full moon. On the full moon, try your hardest to see if you are there at your manifestation, or how close you can get to that manifestation. If you give yourself one day to let yourself do whatever you want to hopefully be there. And if you're not there, take a look at what was holding you back, what you maybe overloaded, hack all those things through for the rest of the month, and then by the new moon, hopefully your manifestation will be there. And if you believe, and if you truly commit yourself to the idea, that your manifestation will be there. So that's my little video for today. Peace, love, and magic, guys.